Noble, what's the problem with Noble?
He's back.
There was a degree of understanding in the defeat for Goping game of the season, but that must have been bitterly disappointing against Bournemouth at home to lose that game having been ahead. Are you concerned?
Yes, of course. Every time that I lose a game, I am concerned about the result, about the reason why we lose the game. But we are starting the season. We know that will be for us a very tough starter, not only for the quality of the rival, because we had to make a complete new team with another mentality, maybe a team that was used to play in their own side. Now we are trying to play forward. Well, there's too many changes that the results are always difficult. For me, at least, in all the teams that I managed before, to come immediately.
You've got potentially 3 players involved on Sunday who could be going back to their former clubs. Do you believe that could make a difference? Sometimes players go back to their old clubs with a point to prove, particularly Jack Wilshere.
Well, you never know about that, but for me, the difference, we must make it as a team, not because we have 3 players that play in Arsenal, because maybe next game that we play here against Wolverhampton, we don't have any players, we are going to lose again. So we need to improve as a team in defending, in attacking, in mentality, a lot of things against a big and a good team as Arsenal, and it's the only way to improve.
You were working in England a few years ago when Wilshere was developing at Arsenal and was playing for England. Are you, having known the player as you do, are you surprised that they allowed him to leave this summer?
Well, I played here in England 3 years against Arsenal. Before that, with Villarreal twice in Champions League quarter-final and semi-final. Always, Jack was a very good player. But I don't know the reason why he finished his contract with Arsenal. I don't know the reason why Arsenal allowed him to come here. So it's very difficult for me to give an opinion about that.
So you come up against Arsenal quite a few times over the last few years. I mean, did they look like a club that was in need of a change, maybe running out of steam a little bit under the previous manager?
I don't know if they need a change or not, but I think that what Arsene Wenger did in Arsenal was unbelievable. To stay 20 years in the same club with maybe a lot of fans, that fans always wants to win title. Maybe he couldn't win the Premier League in the last years, but he was always a club that was fighting for in Premier League every year, was fighting for the cup, was fighting for the title, at least part of the season. So I think that every fan of Arsenal must be very happy with the work that Arsene Wenger did there. If the board decided when you must finish that work, well, that's their decision.
Would it be strange not seeing him in the opposite technical area after so many years?
Yes, it's strange not to. You always link one team with him.
What about Unai Emery? I believe you've been up against him 12 times previously, and you won half of those matches. What do you know about him and what he can bring to Arsenal? What are his teams like to play against?
Well, I think that Unai has a lot of experience in different countries, not only Spain. He went to Russia, he went to France. He won a lot of titles with Sevilla, also in the UEFA Cup. I think that's it's a manager that always their teams play good football, and I think that he will do a very good work in Arsenal.
How encouraging is it for you that Arsenal have lost their first 2 games and therefore with a home game next against yourselves, they're going to be under big pressure from their supporters to win that game? That can play into your hands.
Yes, maybe it's not normal that Arsenal start the season losing the first two games. But the pressure, for at least for me, I'm telling about what I feel in football. The pressure is always winning or losing. The pressure in the same game must be exactly the same if you want to have a successful season. So both teams we cannot win for the moment. We'll see which will be out of continue losing, but you must work exactly the same after that day.
You've had the problems off the pitch as well with the track covers around the pitch. There's obviously an issue in the last 24 hours about the honours list as well. The club have been forced to release a statement. Would you understand why a lot of West Ham fans would be happy at London Stadium right now? Because it does affect the players as well. You said before you need their support, you need them to be happy.
What I don't want is to have, as a team, as a manager, as a player, excuses because we have some problem with the color of the track or the different tracks. The problem that we have, we need to have the solution inside the pitch, not out of the pitch. So maybe there are issues that if they are talking about that, maybe they can have a solution in the future. But I don't want to link both things.
Finally, are you expecting to lose any more players between now and the end of the month? There's just a few days left of the European transfer window.
I don't think so. I think I answered because they asked me about another players. I think that our squad is ready for players that we are not going to bring anymore. We are not going to lose any other players. We have 6 players less also that last season, or different at least. So maybe all can happen till the window, till the transfer time is open. But for the moment, I don't think that we are going to have any change.
Hi, Manuel. Hi. What have you seen from the first 2 games that's pleased you, and what have you seen that's disappointed you?
Well, I always disappointed if we don't win the game. The results of both games were not the result that we expected. Maybe in the first game I tried to play and I will continue doing it. We tried to play as a big team against Liverpool away. It was a test, maybe in which level we were in that moment. I said after the game that I don't think that the result that we had was what we deserved. Liverpool play better, they deserve to win, but there were at least 2 goals, very strange goals, one in offside, and the other was very difficult to repeat those kinds of goals. But it was our first game in a difficult stadium, which may be one of the 2 best teams in this moment on the Premier League. The second game, I think that we improved a lot. Our team played, especially the first 45 minutes, in the way I want to do it. Maybe in the second half, when we conceded the first goal, we felt a lot of fear about that we are going to lose the game, and we lose it. But without any doubt, I repeat, it's a different rival, it's a different stadium, but I think that we improve.
I mean, there's been lots of changes over the summer, players coming in. Of course, you've got some key injuries as well. Would you say you're getting closer to knowing your best team?
I don't know if it's closer or not, because I just said that we need time for a lot of reasons, and you say, and not excuses why we don't win, but you normally, especially in the new style of playing, and if you review my career in Villarreal, in Malaga, in Manchester, in every time, the first game that I managed was never good games. I remember in Manchester, we lose the 3 first games away, or we lose 2 and we draw 1. But at the moment that you need to give you about all your information for the players in the way you wanted to play, time that we need that the players know each other when they are new players. So I'm not worried about that, but as soon as we can win, it will be better.
Arsenal, they're still finding their feet under Unai Emery, perhaps finding their identity as well. Is this a good time to play Arsenal?
I prefer to play against the big team when you are in your best moment. You never know, each game is different, but they will be nervous, maybe they will be also desperate to win the first game. So I cannot know the reaction of the players of Arsenal in this moment.
Hi, Manuel. There have been some reports that James Collins may be coming back to West Ham. Are those as many true from that?
I just answered that question when I said that the squad is ready. We are not bringing any more players. We are not going to leave out any other player. James asked for me till he finds a club to work here. He's a player of West Ham. He played here, I don't remember, 8-9 years, a lot of years. So he has always the doors open to work with our squad. It's not more than that.
And one of the players who was potentially brought in to replace him, Issa Diop, hasn't featured in the first 2 games. He was briefly the club's record transfer. Is there a chance we'll be seeing him soon?
We'll see, not only Diop. I think that we have Cresswell, that was most part of the pre-season injury. He just played 45 minutes of the last game that we played against Angels. He needs also space in a moment. We have Lucas Perez, that he came here also the 2 weeks with Carlos Sanchez. So we have a good squad. It's impossible when you have all of them fit, and in this moment all of the players are fit, except the three that I talked at the beginning that had a long injury. They need to work hard. They will have in a moment the option. And as I always say to the players, we need all of you. In one moment you will have the option. When you have the option, don't miss it. That's the important mentality that they must have.
Manuel, you said just now that you don't know if you're closer to knowing who your best team is, your best starting 11. You've had players for pretty much the whole summer and the first 2 games. Should you not know by now who your best 11 is, or have a fair idea?
You never have a starting 11. It's difficult because you can find it, but you have to play so many games that you must change it. What we need is to involve the whole squad in the mentality that we try to play this season. After that, choose in that moment for that game which are the best starting 11 and which are the 3 substitutes that I was going to use. But sure that you finish that game and you will have another problem and you can't repeat exactly the same. So what we need is to involve all the squad in the mentality that we want to play in this season.
Players like Mikel Antonio and Declan Rice, who played at Liverpool, then weren't even in the squad last Saturday.
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I just answered about another players. We have in this moment all the squad fit. I didn't think that both of them play bad against Liverpool. That's why they were out of the team. Maybe against Arsenal I can make some changes because I think that the player play bad. There's a lot of reasons why we are trying to find in this moment which is the best started 11 to win a game.
In the only 2 games, one accusation has been that the defence has been defending too high a line. Will that change? Will you change your tactics at the Emirates on Saturday?
We are not going to change too many things. I don't think that we needed to change in this moment. We need to trust in one way that we must play, and then that those players do it well in their performance.
And a lot of people say, West Ham should be doing better because they spent £100 million in the summer. Is that a spurious fact? I mean, £100 million, where does it entitle you to be in the Premier League in this day and age?
No, I think that all the teams here in the Premier League has money to invest in good money, in good players. Maybe West Ham invest a little bit more than that he used to invest in every season. That's why we improve our squad. There's a lot of teams that invest a lot of more money than West Ham, but it's not that the reason why you are going to win or you are not going to win. It's in the way you play.
Just one more from me. Can you just clarify your comments about the fans leaving early last week? I mean, it's not the easiest place to get to, the London Stadium, and if West Ham are losing, if any team's losing, I mean, when you're at Man City, fans will leave early if they're losing. If Arsenal are losing on Saturday, their fans will leave early. I mean, it's what football fans do. The team's losing, they want to go home.
No, it's very easy. It's not a criticize for the fans. It's what I think, how much the team needs the fans. I perfectly understand that if you are losing 4-1, 3-1, and you have 5 minutes to finish the game, maybe you can go before, so you can go early to your house and faster. But losing 2-1, I think that in this moment of the team, we need all of us together, the fans, the team, the managers, the owners, the board, everyone. That's why maybe I suppose that they have a reason, but just to clarify how important are the fans for the result of the teams.
Emma, do you want to finish off the broadcast?
Hello, Manuel. Both you and Unai Emery have been saying similar things at the start of this season. I need patience from the fans. I need time to make this team into my team. I'm just wondering how long you expect that process to be.
No, it's very difficult to say how long can be. I also, when I said that the new team with new players, with new managers, need times, because it's true. But I also always say that football doesn't give you too much time to do it. So you must try to improve, you must try to win. But I am sure, absolutely trusting in what I did before in all the other teams that I always play Europe, with all the teams that I work here in the last 15 years in Europe, that we are going to do it also with West Ham.